Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, September 5th, 2019. The main impacts for the next couple of days include some southerly moisture that's being drawn up into the Great Basin for continued showers and thunderstorms over much of the geographic area today and continuing over Idaho and Utah tomorrow and then drying out on Saturday. Yesterday we saw these thunderstorms begin. The heaviest precipitation from those storms occurred over central Nevada and there across southern Utah and the Arizona Strip. Most of these storms were a mix of wet and dry, however, especially these storms in eastern Idaho there and eastern Nevada and northern Utah where they were on the drier side. Initial attack activity has picked up a little bit, it seems, but many of these fires are staying pretty small. Precipitation for the past 14 days is shown here on the left. We really haven't seen much at all in the way of precipitation. This doesn't include the precip we saw yesterday over Nevada, however. The image on the right shows where we should have been for the last couple of weeks. The precipitation we would have received according to normal would be much heavier over much of Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, and even over eastern Nevada. So we've definitely been quite dry the last couple of weeks. This has led to very high fire danger indices. Energy release component is above the 80th and 90th percentile for much of Idaho, Wyoming, and much of Utah. In many cases, we're setting historical records. For a couple of areas over western Wyoming and northwest Utah, we are very close to the historical maximums for the time of year. And you know, this warm, dry weather pattern we've been in has definitely caused those fire danger indices to increase. The difference between this year and last year, however, is we are expecting a series of troughs to bring in some wetter weather and definitely some cooler temperatures to the geographic area over the next 5 to 7 days. Live fuel moisture samples are shown here for sagebrush, for a sample site in western Utah and central Nevada. Those values are showing close to normal for the time of year, which is about the lowest values that we see all year. And we are seeing sagebrush contribute to fire behavior on the landscape. This morning's satellite imagery shows the center of the high pressure located just east and south of the area, so kind of over the Four Corners area and further east. We are seeing this moisture being drawn up into the Great Basin. We have this low pressure off the California coast that's helping to draw that moisture up through the Great Basin for today and tomorrow. For this afternoon, we're looking for isolated to scattered thunderstorms across much of the geographic area. The best chance for wetting rain or wetter thunderstorms are going to be over western and central Nevada, with some of the showers and thunderstorms across the rest of the area being a little bit of a mix of wet and dry. Again, so looking at the best chance for rain this afternoon is going to be over western and northern Nevada and into southwest Idaho. We do have those high risk issued for the mountains of central Idaho. It's been very dry there, and those storms are going to be a mix of wet and dry. So we're just highlighting the risk for new initial attack up there, mainly for today. Winds this afternoon are going to be generally light for Idaho, Utah, and western Wyoming, but there in western Nevada where we'll see those stronger thunderstorms, we may expect to see some stronger outflow winds. On Friday, the moisture kind of quickly gets drawn up into that low and is pushed off to the north and east, but we will see thunderstorms linger throughout the day tomorrow and even into tomorrow afternoon as that moisture exits the region. So for Friday, better chance of showers over the central Idaho mountains, western Wyoming, and possibly over the higher elevations of Utah as well. And we'll see some gusty winds associated with that trough as it moves through Idaho. But the relative humidity will be up, so we're not concerned about that wind from a fire potential standpoint. Saturday looks to be a break in the precipitation for the most part across the geographic area, so we're looking for a little bit of a break in showers, especially across the north. We may see some lingering thunderstorms over portions of Nevada and Utah, however. This dryness comes out ahead of another trough moving into the Pacific Northwest. So just some isolated showers possible over Utah and eastern Nevada on Saturday, with generally light winds for most of the region. The 3-day precip totals are shown here. Better chance for precip over the central Idaho mountains later tonight and into tomorrow. The same goes for western Wyoming, and western and central Nevada have a little bit of a better chance for some precip as well. On Sunday, we'll see that next trough move through the Great Basin. This will bring decreasing temperatures to the geographic area and another chance for showers over Idaho, western Wyoming, and into northern Utah. We'll see our large fire potential really start to decrease across a large portion of the geographic area on Sunday, as that trough brings another chance of showers and cooler temperatures to the region. By Sunday, some drier air will be moving back into western Nevada. And on Monday, again, looking for that continuation of cooler air to move into the geographic area. And that kind of continues on Tuesday as the trough sticks around over the Pacific Northwest and deepens. We'll see drier conditions across the geographic area out ahead of that trough. And then on Wednesday, it looks like the trough finally moves into the Great Basin, bringing those cooler temperatures with highs back down possibly into the 70s on Wednesday, with another good chance of showers coming to the northern third of the geographic area. Looks like dry conditions persist across the south. The 7-day precipitation totals are shown here. Much of this heavier precip coming to Idaho will come midweek next week with that next trough. On Wednesday, bringing a better chance of widespread wetting rain to the mountains of Idaho and Wyoming and skirting northern Nevada and northern Utah. The extended forecast from Climate Prediction Center is putting us back into a near normal temperature pattern and a near normal precip pattern as we head into the middle of September. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.